And welcome back to some calming farming here at Riverbend Springs, where my first job is to get this rock smasher down to the rocks. As you can see, we're kicking off with £36,000 in the bank, still a long way away from the amount we're going to need to buy anything really. So the target of this episode is going to be to double our money to £70,000. That'll put us on a good footing to start making some real plans going forward. Unfortunately, since we don't have any land or equipment, it's just going to be another episode of hitting the contracts hard and getting our workers earning their money. If you prefer watching this kind of content without any speed ramping or snipping, then please feel free to have a look in the description where you'll find the link to episode 3 uncut. So after getting stuck on a rock for a good 5 minutes, it's time to collect on that contract and have a quick look to see where we can employ our workforce. And cultivating seems like a good bet. It'd be nice to use the same trick where I borrow items for one contract and use them on the next. Saves losing out on a percentage of the contract fee. And then I'll be looking for something interesting to do myself. By the looks of things, hoeing, it's not really worth it for £200 after all that time harvesting the same. But mowing, yeah, I can get away with that. So let's set the workers off on their job and then come back and mow some fields. Now you might be wondering why I'm taking such a small amount of stone to the crushers after the contract ended. Well, it's going to be £200-300 maybe. That's about 10 minutes worth of wages for one of my workers. Every little helps at this stage of the game. Let's have a quick look to see what contracts are out there. Something that I can interact with. Oh, 17,000. That's a nice big contract. Let's snap that up before it disappears. Borrow the items. What field is this? Top ones. Yeah, a few more contracts like this we could do with. I'll set us on our merry way. So let's get to it. See you on the other side. I'm starting to understand why that field is worth £17,000 now, because it takes about £17,000 worth of effort. So I think I'll leave the workers finish it off while I go and do some baling. After all, this contract was worth a pretty penny too. So let's get some square baling done. And there we have it. £17,000 field done. I think I've got to take 1,500 off for equipment. But whichever way it goes, it's a nice little payday. Let's cash that in. Thank you very much. Got a contractor ploughing the field. And I'm going to have a look for something for me to do. And baling seems like the right choice. Yeah, that's definitely worth, that is definitely worth the money. But I think we'll keep that for the next episode. Ladies and gents, thank you very much. If you followed us this far, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in episode 4. Take care.